Hello Scorpios and welcome to your May 2025 reading. So this month we have, of course, your full moon around the 12th of May. Full moon in Scorpio. So that means you're going to get the first seat to that moon is going to rise the tides and bring up from the depths of the waters of the old emotions, subconscious, unconscious, everything that needed to be processed, that need to die, transform, transmute, all of that. So, and at the end of the month, of course, we're going to have the new moon in Gemini, which arriving in Gemini season will allow us to have all those different perspective, be able to understand and see things, process things from a different perspective and sights and so on. Having that mental activity, mental intelligence to allow us to make true choices from having different perspective. If we're, making choices from only one perspective, then it's more a pattern than a choice. So the Gemini new moon and full moon or aspects will allows us to have these different perspectives and make a choice on them. So you come in the month, Scorpio, with the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is probably the parts of you that are still healing, still maybe, that need of recluse to nurture oneself and to especially try and understand the old disappointments and heartaches in our life. The Three of Swords here on the wall is the Three of Swords. So these are conclusions that were drawn from heartbreaks, disappointments, shock, trauma, challenges that maybe weren't understood, but that we drew conclusions from them and it became a belief. It can even be passed down beliefs, like life is hard and so on, or, whatever can be passed down. And here, that character is going to remain in this introspective position, trying to receive enlightenment here from the glass work here. It's trying to receive enlightenment in order to get that sword, that fourth one. The fourth one that's going to change his story, that will change the standpoint of where he is. When he's in the Three of Swords, he's a victim of something. Four of Swords is trying to figure it out. And then when he's going to get out with that new sword, he's going to be, through the Six of Swords, he's going to become a new king, a new knight or whatever. But his new story will be from a different perception and will allow him a new reality. So that's why it's very important. And under that, I have the Page of Swords. So there it is at the beginning of the month, Scorpio. You're kind of getting the grasp or an information that is actually helping you heal, helping you get out of, well, if I am not these conclusions, if I am not my wounds, who am I? Libra had the same cards right at the beginning of the month also. So that kind of, we don't want to be trapped in constant analysis of our story. We want to be able to get out with a new one so that we can have different results. So here, Page of Swords, I'm getting a new perception. I'm getting a new understanding here. Around the mid-month, around your full moon, here's the Eight of Wands. Energy is racing. We have an Ace of Pentacles also. So energy is racing, probably because of that new understanding. We grasp here maybe our next cycle, something solid, something concrete that we can grow and plant and all of this. With it, though, I have the Six of Cups in reverse. So there might be leftover emotions that we need to adjust so that we can really be in the free flow. At the end of the month, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and there's the Gemini. There's the choice. There's the lovers. The feminine, which is associated with, cups and pentacles. The feminine is looking at the angel, getting inspired of something new that is not the repetition of what she's known. And the masculine is ready to move into action with it. Maybe taking that pentacle and making it grow. So this is really, it's almost like it's going to make you, bottom of the deck I have the Four of Pentacles, going from stagnant to movement and growth and investment of self, because you're going to understand something. So let's see. Let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Scorpios for the month of May 2025. May 2025. All right. Oops. Okay, let's look at that Four of Swords for Scorpio. Four of Swords for Scorpio. All right. I have the Eight of Cups. That Four of Swords is like maybe that understanding is I need to get rid and let, transform. Here is our willpower. That knight with the red that guy with the red cape and the wand is like the King of Wands. And it's that masculine aspect of us, our left brain, that's going to make the decision to leave all of that old water behind because there's more out there and I'm going to go for it. There's a state of being, of vibration that is better out there and I'm going for it. The world. It's finished. Whatever I had to understand from the distortions and that created these pains, it's done. Queen of Wands in reverse with it. So it could have been an aspect of you where everything that has to do with desire, with knowing what you want, or having to deal with crazy expectations and things like that. Maybe a lot of pains from that now is going to be understood. What is that Page of Swords? What's the thing you're kind of getting here? What is the Page of Swords for Scorpio? Okay, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords. Getting an understanding. Knight of Sword. Wow, you're really getting it at the beginning of the month here. Knight of Pentacle in reverse with it, and Nine of Pentacle in reverse with it. So it's almost like, wow, I understand something, or I see something from a different perspective when it comes to my growth, my value, the Pentacle side. My growth, my value, what I've built until now, that's part of our value. Hey, what do I bring to the table? Oh, I've got 9 pentacles that I've grown all my life. That could be your experience, that can be your knowledge, it can be anything, because the pentacles is the pentagram. It's the 4 elements and spirit. So it doesn't have to be material per se, but it is something that, I concretely, it's there. It's not a theory. It's not an idea. It's something that is there. Experience is very concrete. We use it. Maybe we cannot touch it, but it is there. And it's part of our value, 9 of Pentacle. All right, let's say, set with 8 of Wands. What happens in the mid-month here during your moon? All right. During the full moon in your sign, here I have the 10 of Cups. So, the 10 of Cups, yes, it's like the summum of your receptivity, okay, at this point. Because we always grow, we never finish. And it's so receptive that it's like in the sky. And all of the 7, that's why there's a rainbow, the 7 layers of vibration, consciousness, or receptivity are activated. It's beautiful. As much as every time we get a more conscious, we get another cycle and another cycle of cups. So at this point, you're at your 10. And here, with it, I have a bit of leftover, I'm not good enough, a bit of leftover, things happen to me, I don't think I can actually make it happen or create it. And I'm not backing myself up. I'm not investing in me. I'm waiting maybe for somebody to invest in me. So these are leftovers. So maybe these you're going to see. That Queen of Wands in reverse would have attracted these situations that would have emanated from this type of vibration. So, and maybe you have old pains associated with that. Let's look at that Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. All right. So maybe that's where the resistance comes from. Maybe you're still being attacked by these feelings or people that make you feel like that. Or the parts that's trigger those parts of you that treat you like that. But there an opportunity comes. That's really with this. Are you going to resist it? Are you going to be, what is this? Is this something really for me? Do I have to fight my old demons? Here, there's a combat. 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Either I flow with it or I fight it. But I'm not going back to my old self that lived this. So there's a part of you that's going to say, no, I'm not going back there. So in order to do that and not having to always fight your demons, you're going to have to make a concrete decision about it. And the concrete decision about it, Lovers, I was looking at the Lovers for that decision, is going to be, let's get rid of that old water. You already know it at the beginning of the month. And so this month, when you're going to see yourself fighting with yourself, with the old paradigm, with the old emotional beliefs, you're going to say, I gotta get rid of this so I can make a real decision and say, no, I'm investing in that, whatever is that new thing that is coming. Even if it's just a new sense of worth, you're going to invest in it. And in order to invest in it, that means you cannot at the same time have all that anxiety about it. What if I can't make it happen? What if it's not received and it's not good enough? What if I don't have what it takes to actually make it happen? There's the masculine having a problem here. Instead of just, I'm enjoying myself doing it, so what? I have to look at that from a different angle. I have to understand the perspective of it. So how do we call this, Scorpio? it's actually going to, it's a big decision. Ultimately, it's going to be a decision that's going to allow you to take risks and things like that, because who you were before, let it die. Yeah. So I'm going to call it big decision, which you're going to take during Gemini season here, because it's going to allow you to integrate the new perspective, the new truth of who you are. On this, my beautiful Scorpios, I'm sending you all my love and light. If you want a private reading, to go deeper into this, or for your specific thing, you go on mysticwitchtarot.com. And on there you have different kinds of readings. You have access to the tarot course if that you're interested, between the Tree of Life and Tarot. You have access to the book on the Tree of Life and Tarot. You have access to all sorts of things. And also thank you for sharing, commenting, subscribing to help grow the channel. And also thank you for the donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon and the full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. And on this, my beautiful Scorpio, all my love and light. And I'll see you next month.